Hi, I am Family Star.
Hello, I'm Zero Star.
Is that a bit?
Hello, Namaskara. Today we are here to speak on a very auspicious film.
A very traditional film.
And before that, we need to introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Morals.
And I'm Ethics. And we have never met Parasuram. And I don't think he knows about us.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll cut the slack. We are going to talk about Family Star, starring the Vijay Deverakonda and
And
Mrunal
Mrunal
Thakur,
Thakur.
and directed by Parasuram. Salam.
देन salam.
Parasuram ko salam.
अच्छा.
So let's give some context. Like it released
So
today, right?
I'll give the context by saying this is the first day, and we went to the first show that we could get in Mumbai, and this film makes me wish that I was an orphan
ఇవే తగ్గించుకుంటే మంచిది.
because that's how empty the theater was. Also,
And that's how empty the story was actually.
The writer's
there was
table
no
was.
story. Yeah.
but then we will be trying not to take a dig at anyone related to the film. But then let's do a serious one. Okay. It's okay.
We'll try to talk solely about the movie and about the movie.
Ah.
It's a story about how a common man living in Hyderabad. We are never told where he lives.
He lives somewhere in Hyderabad though. That is
Yeah,
mentioned.
That's mentioned. That is mentioned.
Because he says Hyderabad में दिन के मंची इंदौर का
right.
मतलब Hyderabad.
So a common man who is looking after his family of 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 people.
Aadhaar cards बराबर.
9 people, and he's the sole breadwinner of the family.
हाँ.
And yeah, that's it. That's the story and how.
नहीं. That is the first half, bro. ये कर दी ना तूने हरकत.
I mean, you carry on.
Then after that, there are certain twists that come in and certain relations which are revealed due to which the plot changes. And
Oh, there was a plot. Damn.
and characters go to US.
For some reason.
And then we come back and voila, we are here. We have a good story now. Happy ending.
So we'll try to be as spoiler free as possible.
Yeah,
Even if there were spoilers, like your viewing experience won't be altered that much.
कितना ही spoil कर सकते हो?
నువ్వంత హార్ష్గా మాట్లాడుతుంది నేను ఫీల్ అవుతాను.
If you can predict everything else, what's going to come. So the movie, like right off the bat, the character is set up as a family man, like who strives to
Make ends meet.
Yeah, make ends meet. Yeah, and he's a miser basically. But then the tone of the movie is set right in when they are in a corporate space, like he's in his office, he's talking to a female colleague, and and the dialogue goes something like do you want to go?
नहीं.
The tone of the movie is set right in when the hero, the Vijay Deverakonda,
The family man.
the family star, the family.
Sorry, Chiranjeevi fans.
ఫ్యామిలీ మ్యాన్ అనేసరికి పరశురామ్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ కామెడీ చింపేస్తాడు, అది ఇందులో రాణిస్తా కూడా.
Sorry.
So right, he's in an office setting and he's talking to the female colleague, and the dialogue goes something like,
He says, ఆడమ్మాయి ఉండి కిచెన్లో సారీ ఆడమ్మాయి ఉండి ఇంట్లో కాకుండా ఆఫీస్కి వచ్చి పనిచేస్తా చాలా మంచి క్వాలిటీస్ ఇయే. तो basically it translates in English to although you're a woman, you're not at home, you're working in a corporate office, which is a good sign. That's what he's trying to say.
So that shows how the movie is going to be, like the whole regressive thinking,
Very conservative and
I won't say that conservative or anything, it's just regressive. Nothing conservative there. And a borderline misogynistic, I mean not borderline, that's blatant misogyny. In almost every line our hero, the family star, speaks or talks in.
The family star demeans the family of different people. What can I say?
Yeah, and there's a confrontation scene with the villain who is not the villain.
Which one?
Ravi Babu scene. The guy brings the kids to teach them a lesson, and the lesson includes a slur
About mother, obviously.
about females. Yeah.
Also exposing children to violence.
Yeah, he tries to empower women and children by bashing them. I mean, come on, that's just
ఐరన్ వంచేసాడు మనోడు.
ఐరన్ వంచాలేంటి?
ఐరన్ ఉంచాడు, టైల్స్ ఇరకొట్టాడు, and everything, man.
Yeah, like
And every dialogues make me say, because a lot of dialogues are very problematic. Like you would not consider them putting in a family movie. Like they're preaching a lot of wrong values.
and there's zero likability for the main character here. Like there are no character traits which are supposed to, like, which we are supposed to root for. Everything the man does, the main lead does, is just problematic, regressive and borderline psychotic. I mean, he's a literal definition of a man child.
I'm not that kind of man.
Like and okay, all of this aside,
When you talk about his acting,
Vijay Deverakonda needs some acting lessons.
we are sorry Vijay Deverakonda fans, but then man, he wasn't doing his job in that film.
Like even if the scene was great, like even if the scene was well written,
Which one exactly?
I'm a human, you know.
some scenes where Vennela Kishore shined, like Vennela Kishore
Steals
stole
the show whenever
stole
he
the
comes
show
on
second
screen.
half. Yeah, second half totally like stars.
He carries it.
Yeah, even if there is a semblance of good writing, it gets ruined by VD's acting.
Yeah,
Like, Vijay
lackluster
Deverakonda's
acting. Yeah.
Very lackluster, very emotionless and very robotic.
Actually, we never feel the connect between him and the family members. It's always him scolding them about something, and that is the relation between them. And also the chemistry between him and Mrunal is also not at all what you say. You don't connect at any point.
There's no chemistry actually.
And then even we are confused whether she likes him, and is this the part where she's supposed to like him, or whether this is the part he's turning. And it was all very confusing for us and Mrunal as well throughout the film.
Enough of the characterization. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. Every character is very like basic, bland characters actually. To say that, to say the least actually. I mean, no character has an arc. No character has a like what do you say?
Tangent also.
Yeah, like everything is so convenient. Like everyone pops up so conveniently. The guy wants a car, he gets a car. The guy wants some emotional baggage, he gets emotional baggage. The guy wants to set up a business, he gets money from somewhere. I don't know.
But talking about one of the positive things, the interval twist was interesting. Like I understood कि अच्छा हो रहा है, मतलब कुछ तो the movie is going somewhere which we didn't expect, and I think this movie will be good after this. This is the turning point of the film.
Yeah, there's certain kind of a bang. Before
pre-interval.
Yeah, and that's a good setup. But then it gets totally
because throughout the movie we are reading that there must be something. Yeah. That we get the feeling, and then that is revealed why she has done all that. And after that, they dissolve the whole thing only in the interval.
Everything gets tossed up, man. Like there's no coherence actually.
I forgot the word coherence only after watching the film.
I mean, I forgot the movie that I watched. The movie I watched it like 2 hours ago. For a rom-com or a family entertainer, it's way too long.
About the family, what happened to the family in the end?
There's no. That's what we are talking about. There's nothing. Like if you are watching a hero movie, like savior kind of a movie, you are supposed to like the hero character. There are certain traits which we are supposed to like about the character and feel for the character. Like we should empathize or sympathize with the character towards the end. But then from the starting of the movie till the end,
we need to talk about the entry scene which abruptly jumps on a car for some reason to get onions.
We'll leave it to the spectators. Like, that should be that should be a shock or a surprise. This movie feels like it was supposed to release in 1990s or 2000s, early 2000s. Even the music is so bland and so generic. There's nothing new to the music or sound design to say. Okay, by the way, the cuts, the edit, it was so bad. So many continuity errors. And
the Vijay was at point he was teleporting.
Yeah, he was teleporting, right? Like there's a scene where Mrunal's starting to go down the stair and suddenly Vijay is ahead of her.
He was behind her when she was getting down the flight of stairs, and then suddenly he's ahead of her.
How?
Man, cuts to tha, and then after a point I was like, I think this is how the world will be, and I accepted it.
Even I accepted it, but then everyone appears so conveniently, man. Like he needs money, he gets money. He needs a villain now to end the movie. You get a villain.
Man, those editing, like the zooms.
Okay, first of all, we need to talk about everything. The treatment of the movie, felt like a daily soap we watch in ETV.
मतलब नहीं मेरे को नहीं लगा
The
था
reaction shots, come on.
हाँ रिएक्शन शॉट्स थे
There were
थोड़े
reaction shots for a like the dialogue wasn't even that clever, and we get a reaction shot for that.
So in the movie there is a scene where he's telling the plan ki Isano Itundali, so different directions
the
of the house
vastu.
and how it should be vastu and how and that was a interesting what you say idea, but then it went down the gutter because the way it was portrayed. So Vijay Deverakonda shines in only the angry and the outburst moments. Only
Wherever
those.
he's supposed to be frustrated or angry,
he shines in
there.
those.
And those are like 5 minutes of them.
Pre-interval, and after that whenever he tries to plant some comedy on something, he fails miserably.
Yeah, the delivery is too bad. He can't even the accent throughout the movie is so inconsistent. The way he speaks Telugu, sometimes he talks like a well-mannered posh guy, and suddenly he doesn't know English. He can talk only the keywords.
He's in
that
US
was
and
perplexing. Yeah, that was after. Okay, we'll talk about the good aspects.
ఉన్నదాన్ని మాత్రం జడగొట్టకు.
I felt Vijay Deverakonda's wardrobe, like the lookbook of his character was, the costumes were well done.
That was the problem कि क्या he मतलब acts like he's from a very not impoverished, but then he acts from an area
Tight
where,
budget,
on a very tight budget, but the house is like huge, and his clothes are मतलब those are very simple clothes, but then you know those are like luxury wear clothes. I mean, we know. And also we need to talk about the dubbing.
Yeah, the dubbing needs to be. I mean,
Not a
she
single.
would have gone with her old part, like who dubbed for her in Sitarama?
I don't remember.
Chinmay, I think.
Chinmay.
Chinmay. She should have dubbed it.
But then even though whoever dubbed it, that was the problem with a lot of characters also. I think even VD's dub was going on in a certain places. So yeah man, मतलब मृणाल का तो बहुत ही what you say on your face था कि dub जा रहा है करके.
But she did well wherever she had to.
Wherever the close-up she was doing well, but then other scenes the lip sync was going.
It was so
all the
cringe, man. Like the first 15 minutes are so. It's a cringe fest. Parasuram, you need some directing lessons. If you did the basics right, the movie could have been an average watcher, and you could have loved it because there's comedy and there's Vanilla Kishore to save it, right?
There are like interesting ideas revolving.
Yeah. So you could have written the main lead's character a bit more. I mean, what do you say? Like lightly, को क्या बोलते हैं थोड़ा?
Toned
down. You should have toned down all
like
the
he wanted to show like he was on so tight budget, like for everything he was getting frustrated even in the start. So he exaggerated it, and I know in film the melodramatic things only work, exaggeration works, but then there are certain things where you need to tone down when it is not fitting in the environment, and there were certain things that weren't fitting in the environment.
He tried to give a message in
there was a monologue. And even we need to talk about how he blatantly mentioned physically disabled people.
There's a thing called punching down. You can look it up on Google. Or do you want to explain that?
No.
Yeah.
Punch down humor is basically कि whenever some person is lower than you are making jokes on him, like making them butt of the joke.
It's like low hanging fruits.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go there, right? And for some reason, the transgender community, the disabled community are catching strays.
Also, for some reason, there was a sex change operation joke.
Yeah. There was no need of those kind of crassness.
Like that is very disrespectful. Unnecessary tha.
2024 and we are still like joking on gender reaffirmation surgeries or like gender stereotypes, disabled people. We are much more than that now. Like we have gone past it. Like it has been 15-17 years that we have left behind all those kind of jokes, and he's still stuck there like in the early 2000s. And that's the main problematic part, and Parasuram shouldn't be directed
like
anymore.
These are
he
the
shouldn't be writing anymore to be honest.
So these are the parts wherein people should point out rather than pointing out in other films about misogyny and everything. So,
I mean there was no need actually. There was no need for certain dialogues to be there. Still they are so forced, like you kind of cringe, like
actually
you're not even cringing, you're just disgusted by those dialogues.
Actually, if the character was problematic throughout the film, like the character acts in a crass way and then says harsh things, and then she says this dialogue, then we would have understood.
understood. But
The
these are
अचानक
out of
से
the
it is
blue.
popping out.
Yeah.
कि हाँ.
Like he pulled it from the hat.
And also she is wearing a very righteous. She's saying a very righteous thing. Ki after you do the job, you can do whatever you want. You can do it. And I was like,
there was no need there to put a certain type of dialogue, and you'll know when you watch the movie.
I don't think you will. But,
I don't think you all watch the movie.
So I would like to end this opinions on Family Star by saying, if I ever see a shooting star, I would only wish that this Family Star never happened. So thank you guys. Please do like, share and subscribe, and
Yeah, please like, share, please, and please don't kill us like Vijay fans. We loved Vijay actually. We love Vijay.
yeah, we
Both
do
of us,
actually,
yeah.
not in this film.
Yeah,
Not only this film. Like we are
his past 4-5
Ha.
films. He should do better. I mean, I hope he does better. That's it. Thank you. Cheers.